Good morning. It's another beautiful, gorgeous day. On Shabbat, we read two parshiot. We mentioned about 42 journeys that Am Israel made through the desert for 40 years. We were holding by the moment of about enter Holy Land of Israel. So Moshe Rabbeinu just summarized from the day one until the last day within 40 years, exactly 42 stops, 42 journeys. My dear friends, those 42 journeys were not a pleasant journeys. It's not something to be proud of. It's not something to be happy about it. Why is Moshe Rabbeinu is mentioning they felt it's so important to mention it. We're not ashamed of them. We're not embarrassed, but we take pride of it. It was very complicated. Those journeys in the desert were very complicated. A lot of stress. It was a lot of hardship, but we take pride of it. It did not break us. It made us even to stronger people. It give us stronger emunah, bitachon in Hashem. It could have been, instead of 42 journeys, we could have, I think, made it in 4 journeys also. We could have made it in 1 stop also, or straight to Eretz Israel. It's not that far. It shows us that how strong we are. If logically we're speaking, in the beginning when we left, if someone would tell us, listen, it's going to be a long journey, 40 years in desert, and you're going to have to make 42 miserable stops. People die out of stress. They'll get a panic attack, they'll get anxiety. But when we went through it, we look back, we say like, wow, we are so strong. We are much stronger than we think about ourselves. Rabotai, a lot of times when we speak to our kids, especially on Shabbat table, we'll all speak about how great we are, our successful stories, but we don't speak about our failures. It's important also to speak to our families about things that didn't work out for us through the week. Things that we felt, because they have to understand, the kids, that the life is not perfect. There's ups and downs, and it's okay sometimes to go through that hardships. Because what happens is, we always speak to our family members, how great we are, how successful we are, how strong we are, how lucky we are. And if any little thing the child goes through in life, they get stressed right away. It breaks them. God forbid, chas v'shalom, then they have to turn to substance abuse, drugs, alcohol, other things terrible, because they think like, oh, look at me, I'm having such a terrible life. But once they know that even the parents also go through hardship, through the past week, for past few days, for past few years, it gives them at ease a little bit. That you know what, they could also make it. That the parents are not perfect, we are not perfect, and we have to go through those ups and downs. When we see in a parsha 44 journeys, we see that 42 journeys, we see that we are human beings. We're not perfect human beings. We could go through ups and downs. We could go through challenges in life. There's a lady, she came, she was crying. She said that she's very stressed. She's going through a lot of stress. Why? She can't have children for many years. So when I told her, you know what, open up the book of Bereshit, learn a little bit about Sarah Imeinu. Sarah Imeinu didn't give up hope. She had a child at the age of 90. So there is still a hope to show us we're not perfect. People think they get married right away, next month she should get pregnant. No, I told to this lady, she only married for 2 years. She's only married for 2 years. Learn from Sarah Imeinu. If people come over, they have problems with the kids. Open up book of Bereshit. Learn about Esav. Yitzchak had a son like Esav. It's fine, but you have to work with it. You have to deal with it. At least give you some kind of confidence to go further, not to get stressed, not to give up hope. They say, forget about it, it's finished, there's no way, Hashem doesn't like you. No, there's ways of doing it. You look through book of Tehillim, there's 150 chapters in the book of Tehillim. Most of the chapters, David HaMelech speaks about his hardships, how his own son is chasing after David HaMelech, all the ups and downs of life. Most of the Tehillim talks about it. And David HaMelech is not hiding it. Because every time we go through Tehillim, when we go through bad days, it reminds us, you know what, okay, I'll make it too. If they made it, I'll make it too. Hashem is in control. It's not so bad. So when we get together with the family members, when we speak up with our children, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed to speak about your hardship. But doesn't mean you walk around talk about your problems every day. It's not what I'm talking about. You could speak about the things that went wrong, but you still made it through. Like a lot of times in schools, we speak about the Holocaust. It's scary, it's sad, but you know what? It gives us push. You know, we could also make it. If they made it through and they didn't get that stressed, a lot of Holocaust survivors still alive. So I think we could make through our small challenges in life too. So this should give us chizuk. The same thing when a person went through a miracle, something great happened. person makes a kiddush. A person I know went through a big car accident. He makes a big kiddush, Sudat Hoda. He's not ashamed. He's not hiding. No, I'm a perfect person. I don't have any problems in my life. No, I went through a terrible car accident. I'm making Suda, Kiddush. I'm just giving praise to Hashem that I made it through. Nothing to be embarrassed over. Nothing to be ashamed, but gives us chizuk to move on. Move on, go further in life. Everybody should have a blessed day.